All right, y'all. So invest in yourself and not just your gear. Let's dive into it, because often we think that, like, because we may look cute, that's good enough, and that's not the case. So it's easy to get lost in the latest tech or coolest trends, but here's the truth: no amount of high-end gear will replace skills and innovation. So just because you're gonna get that expensive podcast mic or the expensive camera does not mean that, okay, you good to go. Put time and money and energy into refining your craft. Invest in yourself before you take that next big purchase. So knowledge and growth are the best assets that you can actually own. And that's not a physical thing. So really think about that. So investing in your craft goes far beyond the shiny new tools, gadgets, or software. Now, while the right equipment can help elevate your work, the true value lies in continuously reflecting and refining and developing your skills, your mindset, and your creative process. So what does investing in your craft really look like for the creative in you? What does it look like? So let's dive in. 1, master the basics and beyond. So before you even think about upgrading your gear, because I was thinking about that myself, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, let me kind of just own like this space that I'm in. If I go and buy these big gadgets, I don't even know how to use them. So how well do you truly know your crafts? Ask yourself that. Hone your foundational skills, whether it's learning the principles of design, storytelling, photography, art, sound mixing. Mastering the fundamentals is essential. Knowing how to create with or without the latest tech is what's going to set you apart. Challenge yourself to push your limits by learning new techniques. So you want to explore new genres or mediums and refining the aspects of your craft that might feel like weakness. So don't follow trends. I'm going to always bring up these trends because trends can distract you. But become the one that sets the trend. Let's say that again. Don't follow the trends, but become the one that sets the trends. 2, invest in education and learning. If you want to stand out, you have to keep learning. Like even now when I'm leading my creative team, I always tell them, share with me your ideas as I would share my ideas with you as well. But I'm also learning from you as you're learning from me. So always be open to learn. We do not know everything. With the wealth of knowledge available today, there are countless ways to upskill yourself. You can take online courses in your field or related areas. You can attend workshops and conferences that kind of features industry leaders that you need to connect with and learn from. You can read books, listen to podcasts, or watch documentaries about your craft. Sometimes the best investment is simply in knowledge, learning the history of your art, how creatives approach their process, or staying up to date with trends and innovations. Number 3, build a strong creative network. Now, your growth as a creative doesn't happen in isolation. Your growth as a creative doesn't happen in isolation. I said it twice because I really want y'all to connect with that. Investing in your craft really means surrounding yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and push you to be better. I was even talking to a friend today, and I was letting them know that they get so stuck with being in front of the computer and figuring it out and punching numbers and doing this and doing that. But the moment they stepped outside, they felt alive. They were talking about their business. They were networking. They was building new connections, new stream of income. And I'm like, yeah, you need people. Guys, you need people. Yes, working on our craft and going down that checklist is important. But we need a community. We need people to actually evolve and grow. And also we need people that feeds into our energies and our souls. If COVID hasn't taught us anything, we understand that being locked up in the house a little bit too long can make you go cray cray. So you need people. Always remember that. So connect with your fellow creatives, collaborate, share ideas, and learn from one another. Find mentors or coaches, not just people that you just want to leech off of, but people that inspire you and you want to show up and support them, and you listen to them and you follow some of their guidance. And also join communities and attend networking events. And that can be online or in person, y'all. So there's no excuse. Get outside and connect with people. We need it. Now, experiment and take risk. One of the best ways to truly grow as a creative is to step out of your comfort zone. Gear and tools are just one part of the equation. So your ability to push boundaries is what will set you apart. So you do want to take creative risk, similar to like collaborating, trying new genres. If you're a writer, collaborate with a designer, like someone that is also creative, but they're not the same type of creative. So take creative risk. So try to make new techniques and new genres, new mediums and things like that. And again, try things that scare you. Also challenge your creative process. And that could be like setting new constraints, working within your limits, working beyond your limits, traveling a little bit more, and again, going to different events, like really sometimes physically taking yourself out of your comfort zone. This is how you can truly evolve, by continuously exploring new possibilities, not just relying on the gear that you have at hand. 5 could be focused on the business side of your craft. Now, creativity is a business. I do hope you guys know that. And to be a successful creator, you have to be able to invest in the management of your craft. So, learn marketing and branding. Oh, please. Creating is one thing, but if you do not know how to brand, you don't understand how you're going to get your content to connect with your audience. So understanding how to promote and tell your story and connect with your audience is very crucial. No one will know how great you are if you don't know how to put yourself out there. Also, develop financial literacy. Know how to price your work, track your income and expenses, and plan for the future. Investing in your craft means making it sustainable. Like, hello, we want it to be here for a long time. So not just focusing on short-term success. You really want to evaluate how can you create longevity with this. And also build a portfolio or personal brand that reflects who you are and what you stand for. So your work should be a reflection of you, but your online presence should reflect your business savvy and your professional approach. Number 6, embrace patience and discipline. So crafty mastery takes time. In a world often that promotes instant gratification, like people love things that are instant, it's important to embrace the slow and steady approach of growing your crafts intentionally. So practice regularly. Create a daily or weekly schedule to work on your skills, even if it's just for an hour, because consistency is the key to growth. I've said that before. Stay disciplined in your creative process. Resist the urge to jump from project to project. Like, everything cannot get your attention. You cannot give everything your yes. Like, some things you got to say no to. Be patient with your progress. Trust your process. Like, true mastery. Be patient with your progress. True mastery takes time. And no matter how long you've been in the game, there's always room to grow. Number 7 would be invest in your mental and physical health. Like, you guys cannot neglect this part. This is very important. Your creative energy is tied to your well-being. Like, to fully invest in your craft, you need to take care of your vessel, and that's your body. So prioritize self-care. Burnouts is real, y'all. And it's hard to be creative when you're running on empty. So take time to rest, meditate, exercise, go out to eat, go on a vacation. Focus on your mental health. Creative blocks and self-doubt are a part of the journey. It will happen. Work on building resilience, practicing mindfulness, and seeking therapy when needed. It's almost like if you know that you need to learn how to eat well, you're going to go and seek the information. So if you need to know how to think healthy and how to maintain mental health, a good emotional health and spiritual health, you're going to seek out that information. And you may need to talk with a counselor, just have conversations. And there's also community groups as well that will support you. And then create a balanced environment. So whether it's designing a comfortable workspace or having boundaries with your time, your surroundings can influence your creative flow. So make sure your physical space supports your mental and creative energy. Reinvest in your work and your vision. So once you start earning or gaining recognition for your craft, use that momentum to reinvest in your journey. Instead of spending on gadgets or superficial upgrades, put your resources back into things that elevate your work. So upgrade your skills through advanced courses, coaching, or one-on-one mentorships. Invest in professional development, like go to a writer's retreat or a creative retreat. Get you some business consulting. Get you some professional headshots. Get you a style and image consultant. It goes on and on and on. Get you a fitness trainer. Consider outsourcing because you can't do it all. So hiring support like an assistant, a graphic designer, an editor, someone that can edit your video so that you can focus on the creative side of things. So the bottom line, y'all, when you invest in your craft, you're committing to growing, learning, and evolving. Not just relying on the next piece of equipment to do the work for you. Gear is great, but it's literally going to be your dedication, your mindset, and your skills that will carry you all the way through. Build your foundation, grow your knowledge, and constantly push the limits of your creativity. That's how you make the most of the tools that you have and ultimately create work that stands out. Now, last but not least, let's master the art of resilience. Resilience will be your superpower. So embrace your setbacks and as stepping stones, essentially. And it's not about if you fail, but it's how you rise.